Oh my gosh. Phil, mortgage nerd, you sold your home. Oh, so the market must be crashing. Yeah, it's crashing. No, that's not it at all. So yeah, when I told people a few months ago that I'm selling my house in Miami, they all said, oh, mortgage nerd, that means the market's crashing because you're expecting it to go down. Nope. You guys have heard me say time and time again, Nerdstradamus has said it. The market's not going to crash. It's not. There's just too much demand, too little supply, and we're not doing fraud to give you a mortgage. People actually have to qualify. It's very difficult to qualify for a mortgage. But why did I sell my house? Now, if you've been watching this short little series, you'll know that it's not my primary residence that I sold. So what I did last summer, last August to be exact, is I bought a house in Key Largo. So here's that house. It doesn't look the same anymore, trust me. I've done a lot of work to it. And when I bought that house, we moved down there, even though we were doing construction. But I had this other house left in Miami, left over in Miami, whatever, and we were kind of using it as a second home. We spent a few weeks over the summer there because we're doing construction in the Keys. So this house, last summer, I had to refinance out of the VA loan to get into a conventional loan to then go buy it with a VA loan in the Keys. And this house last summer was valued at $507,000. The value that we saw houses on the block selling for $650, nowhere in the same condition as this house. And so I was like, you know what, we have to sell it. I listed it at $660, sold it at $665, and I was able to get the buyer to do the mortgage with me, which was great because I had control. We got it clear to close in 2 weeks, and then the seller was taking forever to get out of there because I had too much junk after all the years of living in there. The point is, I saw the value go up over 30% in 15 months or so. I had to take advantage of that, especially since that house was sitting mostly empty most of the time. What I did then, remember, watch these other 2 videos I just did about owning multiple properties, and even as a car lease, owning multiple cars that one you might not need, how to take advantage of that, because it's the same mentality. It's the way I think about money and about loans. Now, you can see here, this is a house that I'm buying in Kissimmee. It's a second home. The money that I profited from the house in Miami at $665, I'm putting into 3 properties. This one's in Kissimmee. We're under contract on that one, should be closing in early December. This is a second home for us. It's a vacation home, but it's an income producing property because we found my uncle's a realtor in Orlando, so are 2 of my cousins, and they know about this community because they've sold in that community. So I'm doing the mortgage for a client of mine. I referred him to my uncle. My uncle got this property. I was like, man, that's a great property. I want it. And so we're buying 2 different properties within the community. It cash flows, meaning you're profiting every month on the rentals. Even though there's a management company does everything. Even though I'm only putting 10% down, which means my rate is higher, which means I have mortgage insurance on it, and other things. Then I said, you know what, we need another house in Miami. We do. We want a place that we can stay in when we're in Miami. Even though it's an hour drive, sometimes you're here for a nighttime party and there's some drinking. You don't want to drive all the way down to Key Largo. So we're getting this house. This one we should be closing on December 1st, so next week. This property is a smaller property now. We've gone from the other one that you saw that I sold at $665. That's a 5.3, 2,300 square feet. This is a 3.2, 1,200 square feet. Nice lot. Old terrazzo floors. It's like this old Miami charm. And so this property is we're buying at $509, and it is going to be an Airbnb for some days, and other days we're going to use it for ourselves. So it's going to be somewhat income producing. We're probably going to be negative on it every month. If we make $1,500 on it, we're still paying more in the mortgage and things like that, but it's okay because it's our second home, true second home that we're going to use a lot of the time. But that's not all, folks. Then there's more. So I also found a property. I've been looking in New Smyrna Beach. It's I tell a lot of people, they say, I don't know about New Smyrna Beach. Here's some of the pictures. And I'm like, yeah, because it's kind of under the radar. It's not one of these places that is really appreciated crazily. You can get a property just a block or a few houses off of the beach, big, beautiful beach. And you could walk there, or you could drive, and you could drive onto the beach on some areas, or the parking is right there next to the beach. This is our beach house that we'll usually rent over the winter to snowbirds, and then in the summer you can go and spend a month there, and I can work there, but it'll pay itself. So now when everybody is thinking, hey Phil, You sold your house because you think the market's going to crash. Do you think that? You think I'm going to go buy 3 properties right away before they appreciate more because I think the market's going to crash? Or do you think that I'm spreading out my earnings? So now if we go up 15 or 20% in the next year, because I don't think it's going to be 30% again, but if values go up 10, 15, 20%, now I have 3 properties going up at 10, 15, or 20%. 2 of them are paying for themselves. The other one I'm not paying that much on. I'm only putting 10% down on each of them. Where's my risk? $40,000, $50,000 each property? Closing costs, things like that. Yeah, of course there's risk. Pandemic can happen if people could stop renting, but then there's forbearance if that happens. We just saw it. It's not going to happen. I hope it's not going to happen. At least in Florida, we're not going to shut down like in other states. But that is my plan. That's what I did. So when you see this title, I sold, oh, it's going to crash. No, it's not going to crash. Maybe in a year I'll make a Nerdstradamus video and I'll outline how each of these properties have appreciated and how the rent has gone up and all of that, and how I'm much better off than having that one property. So that's it for this. Mortgage Nerd out.